tour around Yad Vashem this morning, which really taught me quite a lot more than I thought I already knew about the true horrors of what happened to the Jews over the war. So I very much appreciated the time everyone gave to showing me around that museum. And I, like you, look forward to understanding lots about the region and about hoping that peace in the area can be achieved. So I'm very much looking forward to really absorbing and understanding the different issues, the different cultures, the different religions, culminating in a visit which will be very symbolic, I think, and very interesting for me in the Old City on Thursday, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing.
I would like you, and I know that you are going to meet President Abbas, I would like you to send him a message of peace and tell him it is about time. It is about time that we have to find together the way to build confidence. To build confidence as a first step to bring to understanding that we have to bring to an end the tragedy between us that goes along for more than 120 years.
أرحب بكم في فلسطين زيارتكم الأولى، وأرجو أن لا تكون الزيارة الأخيرة، ونتمنى أن تزورونا قريبا جدا عندما يحصل الشعب الفلسطيني على استقلاله. نحن نعتقد أن هذه الزيارة تقوي العلاقات، علاقات الصداقة بين الشعبين البريطاني والفلسطيني. نحن دائما بحاجة إلى دعم الشعب البريطاني من أجل قضيتنا العادلة، القضية التي طال عليها الزمن. وبهذه المناسبة أريد أن أذكر أن الحكومة البريطانية مؤخرا قدمت دعما لوكالة الغوث، وهذه إشارة هامة جدا في هذه الأمور. وبهذه المناسبة أريد أن أشير إلى قضيتين هامتين. الأولى أننا فعلا جادون في الوصول إلى سلام مع إسرائيل، حيث تعيش الدولتان جنبا إلى جنب بأمن واستقرار على حدود 4 حزيران، وهذا موقفنا لم ينقطع منذ زمن طويل، ونحن نريد الوصول إلى السلام من خلال مفاوضات سلام. النقطة الثانية، نحن ملتزمون بمحاربة الإرهاب حيثما كان، محليا إقليميا دوليا، ولذلك نحن نتصل بكل دول العالم بهذا الشأن سنتكلم عن هذا.
Mr. President, I'd just like to say, if I may, what a pleasure it is for me to be here today. Thank you for the very warm welcome. It's my first visit in 22, and I'm very much looking forward to meeting some Palestinians today and seeing some of the culture and the diversity of the Palestinian way of life. So thank you for welcoming me, and I'm very glad that our two countries work so closely together and have had success stories with education and relief work in the past. So a long way that continue, and my sentiment is the same as yours in hoping that there's a lasting peace for the region. So thank you.
You're a future monarch. You've had a chance over more than 30 years now to observe our current monarch, the Queen. What, from the very particular perspective that you have as a future king, what has impressed you most about her?
I think the Queen's duty and her service, her tolerance, her commitment to others, I think that's all been incredibly important to me, and it's been a real sort of guiding example of just what sort of a good monarch can be. And it's been incredibly insightful for me growing up, watching her leadership in that role.
Now, Prince Edward was interviewed by the Jerusalem newspaper, and one of the head of the community of Jerusalem at the time, the Jewish community in Jerusalem, was my great. And we had the opportunity of interviewing the Prince Edward, the son of Victoria, Queen Victoria, and we are very honored to give you this.
الله أكبر.
You must be very, very proud of your great-grandmother who saved defenseless Jews, and I can tell you that I'm very proud that Jews are no longer defenseless.
This is King George V. This is Prince Andrew, your great-grandfather.
ورحب بكم في فلسطين زيارتكم الأولى.
Your Royal Highness, Prince William, it's my honor to receive you for the time in the first visit.
This was what I was about to say
We're pleasure to be here today. Thank you for very warm welcome. It's my first visit, as you pointed to, and I'm very much looking forward to meeting some Palestinians today and seeing some of the culture and the diversity of the Palestinian way of life. So thank you for welcoming me, and I'm very glad that our two countries work so closely together and have had success stories with education and relief work in the past. So long may that continue, and my sentiments are the same as yours, and hoping that there is a lasting peace for the region. So thank you. My message tonight is that you have not been forgotten. It has been a very powerful experience to meet you and other Palestinians living in the West Bank and to hear your stories. I hope that through my being here and understanding the challenges you face, the links of friendship and mutual respect between the Palestinian and British people will grow stronger. The story of the Palestinian people is so often told only through the lens of difficulty and conflict. But there is another story which I was privileged to witness today. This afternoon in Ramallah, I saw an unforgettable display of Palestinian culture and hospitality. The dabka, the singing and the dancing were by turns beautiful, moving and joyful. The cuisine was utterly delicious. I'm also struck by how many people in the region want a just and lasting peace. This is only too evident among the young people I have met, who long for a new chapter to be written in the history of this region. A chapter which will secure them a prosperous future and will ensure that their enormous talents can flourish.
What's notable about both chapters is that basically the chapter on the outside, one versus the
But here, this is the Garden of Gethsemane. Right to the right, just below, is also the tomb of the Mother of God. Our two convents from Ascension and here in Gethsemane. This is for you to look through and have someone translate. Unfortunately, it's in Russian. But you find a Russian translation? Yes. This is
Hi everyone and welcome to the Montreal Arabic Corner, and this is our 76th episode devoted to UK's Prince William. Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, is the second crown prince of the British royal family after his father, Prince Charles.
At age 7, he reportedly told his mother, Princess Diana, that he wanted to be a police officer to be able to protect her. But his 5-year-old brother, Harry, told him, "No, you can't. You have got to be a king." At school, he played football, basketball, swimming, clay pigeon shootings, and cross-country running. At college, he studied geography, biology, and history of art. William was schooled in London and obtained a degree from the University of St. Andrews. He spent part of a gap year in Chile, Belize, and some parts of Africa. In December 2006, he completed 44 weeks of training as an officer cadet and was commissioned in the Blues and Royal Regiment. In April 2008, he qualified as a pilot by completing pilot training at the Royal Air Force College, Cornwall. He then underwent helicopter flight training in order to become a full-time pilot with the Search and Rescue Force. During a 5-week deployment on Iron Duke in the Caribbean, he took part in a joint operations with the United States Coast Guard that identified and captured a speedboat carrying 900 kilograms of cocaine. His first rescue mission as a co-pilot of an RAF Sea King helicopter was a response to an emergency call from the Liverpool Coast Guard on the 2nd of October 2010, where he and the other 3 members of the crew flew a man who had suffered an apparent heart attack on the rig and was airlifted to hospital. In November 2011, he participated in a search and rescue mission involving a sinking cargo ship in the Irish Sea, when, as a co-pilot, he helped rescue 2 sailors. The Duke left his position with East Anglian Air Ambulance in July 2017 in order to assume a more active role in royal duties on behalf of his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. On 16th of November 2010, it was announced that Prince William and Catherine Middleton were to marry. The couple had become engaged in Kenya in October. The engagement ring was of his mother, Diana.
Her sapphire and diamond earrings. You may have noticed that Kate has a pair of earrings that perfectly match her engagement ring. They also belong to Princess Diana and were given to Kate by William in 2011.
The wedding took place on the 29th of April 2011 in Westminster Abbey in London. A few hours prior to the ceremony, Queen Elizabeth gave William the duty of a Duke of Cambridge. That was announced by her before the marriage. In June 2018, Prince William visited the pre-1948 land of Palestine and occupied East Jerusalem, now under Israeli occupation. The traditional land is divided between Israel and Palestine. He was the first British royal to visit the troubled land officially since the expiry of the British Mandate in 1948. He visited occupied East Jerusalem, meeting with Israeli President Reuven Rivlin and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and in Ramallah meeting with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. He visited the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, Al-Aqsa Mosque, Jerusalem's Western Wall, his great-grandmother tomb, and paid a tribute to Holocaust victims and the Yad Vashem Memorial. He also stopped at a West Bank marketplace in Ramallah a school and a clinic at a Palestinian El Jalazon refugee camp, met crowds on the beaches and promenades of Tel Aviv and Jaffa, and engaged with young tech entrepreneurs and played football with young Jewish and Palestinian Arab players. Prince William visited places that Israeli and Palestinian politicians and even leaders do not visit. William proved to be Prince of Peace and Diplomacy in his visit of 3 days in Jerusalem, although the visit was carefully designed to be non-political, but the Duke of Cambridge appeared to be successful negotiating the diplomatic minefield that Israel and the Palestine Authority were not able to escape since the departure of the British. He was welcomed as a prince and a pilgrim by the Israeli President Reuven Rivlin, and given the red carpet treatment in Ramallah by the Palestinian President and Authority, Mahmoud Abbas. The land of Palestine has been developed in structures and industries, in addition to include a great number of inhabitants, some of them immigrated, some of them born, but surely has been devastated by wars, political and security conflicts since the British Mandate, with no peace and no coexistence or even normalizations of the daily life of the people. Even the promise by US President Donald Trump to solve the Palestinian-Israeli conflict within 6 months in office, the same old song we refuse to hear, dust in the wind. Although the prince confessed casually hope for peace in Jerusalem and the region, the president of Israel, Rivlin, sprang on the prince's request to convey to a message of peace to President Abbas. William did not appear fazed, expressing his own hopes for peace in the tumultuous region. Abbas repeated his position for his beliefs in the two-state solutions and opposing any violent activities in his authority, in his area. In Ramallah, Prince William told Abbas that he was very glad that our two countries work so closely together, giving recognition to a neglected and forgotten people whom the British government had promised first of a Palestinian state during the beginning of the mandate before Israel was conceived. Unfortunately, many Western governments usually did not refer to Palestine as a country or even a state, instead supporting the Palestinian demand for sovereignty in the future. It was the biggest diplomatic test the 36-year-old has yet faced on an official overseas tour at the request of the British government. Until we meet again, Prince Charming, the British Embassy tweeted as William's plane taxied from Tel Aviv Ben Gurion Airport, headed for London, indicating the trip had been judged a success and another visit is needed. Coverage in both Israelis and Palestinian media, it would appear to be mission accomplished. Come back, Prince William. Your visit has been a healing touch to the people of the area. Thank you for listening. الأمير ويليام دوق كامبريدج هو ولي العهد الثاني على العرش البريطاني والابن الأكبر للأمير تشارلز أمير ويلز من زوجته الأولى ديانا. تخرج من أكاديمية ساند هيرست العسكرية الملكية وتم زفافه في 29 أبريل 2011 على كيت أو كاثرين ميدلتون، وقد منحته الملكة إليزابيث الثانية هو وزوجته الأميرة كاثرين في يوم زفافهما لقب دوق ودوقة كامبريدج. نقل عن الأمير وليم وهو صغير كان يخبر أمه أنه يريد أن يكون ضابط شرطة عندما يكبر حتى يحميها، ولكن أخاه الأصغر هنري قال له لا أنت حتكون ملك. كانت أم الأمير ديانا تحب أن تجعل طفليها يحوزان على انفتاح أوسع حول الملكية والملوك، وأخذت أولادها الأمير ويليامز وشقيقه هاري لزيارة حديقة والت ديزني وماكدونالدز. بالإضافة إلى ذلك فقد قاموا بزيارة الأشخاص المتضررين من فيروس الإيدز، كان مشهور أيامها، وملاجئ المشردين، كما أنها قامت بشراء أشياء لهم كانت أكثر شيوعا لدى المراهقين كألعاب الفيديو. أثناء انفصال الأميرة ديانا عن زوجها الأمير تشارلز تعرضت لحادث مرور خطير في أغسطس 97، وفارقت على أثر الحياة هي ورفيقها دودي الفايد ابن رجل الأعمال المصري والملياردير محمد الفايد. التقى الأمير وليم بكاثرين لأول مرة في جامعة سانت أندروز أثناء دراستها في اسكتلندا، وقد بدأت كعلاقة صداقة في 2001، ثم تطورت العلاقة بينهما، وسافر الأمير ويليامز بصحبة كيت شورت لكاثرين ميدلتون إلى سفاري كينيا، وهناك تقدم لها بطلب الزواج منها، وقدم لها خاتم خطبة والدته الأميرة ديانا من والدها الأمير تشارلز في أبريل 2011. وقيم زفافهما في كنيسة ويستمنستر في حفل زفاف وصف بزفاف القرن. بعد الانتهاء من مراسم الزواج استقل العروسان عربة تجرها الخيل، وهي العربة نفسها التي استخدمتها والدة الأمير وليم تشارلز وديانا يوم زفافهما، وقد كلف الزواج أكثر من 34 مليون دولار. في يوم 20 يونيو هذا العام قام الأمير وليم برحلة للقدس ووصفها بالمدينة المحتلة، ومن تفاصيل رحلته استدل أن الأمير وبريطانيا تعتبر القدس الشرقية مدينة فلسطينية. أثناء خطاب له في زيارة المخيم الجلزون للاجئين الفلسطينيين في رام الله قال: نحن لم ننساكم ونعرف أن قضيتكم قد نقلت للعالم بمآسي. وكان الأمير قد طلب كاجوال زي ما بيقولوا من الرئيس الإسرائيلي حلا سلميا لقضية الصراع، ورد عليها الرئيس مباشرة بأنه يحمله رسالة سلام للرئيس الفلسطيني محمود عباس أن يسعى جادا لحل النزاع ويحل هالمشكلة بينهم في تفاهم. وكان الرئيس الإسرائيلي قد أشار لليهود في القدس بالكوميونيتي اليهودية، في كوميونيتي ثانية، مشيرا إلى أنها ليست بكاملها يهودية كما أرادها الرئيس الأمريكي ترامب. نزل الأمير في فندق داوود في القدس الذي كان مركزا لحكومة الانتداب البريطاني على فلسطين قبل حرب 48، والذي فجرته إحدى المجموعات الصهيونية اشتراً لإجبار بريطانيا على الانسحاب من فلسطين قبل حلها القضية اللي كانت تشرف عليها. يعني نحن بنتهم بريطانيا، بس بينما بريطانيا عانت منا العصابات الصهيونية أكثر من الفلسطينيين. بقيت كما ما هي القضية الفلسطينية، بل زادت تعقيداً وتركت بدون إنجاز وحل. والجدير بالذكر أن وزارة الخارجية البريطانية لا تعتبر القدس الشرقية أراضي إسرائيلية. شملت رحلة الأمير زيارة لمتحف المحطة اليهودية وجدار حائط المبكى البراك، وزيارة للرئيس الوزراء بنيامين نتنياهو وحرمه. هذا وزار مخيم الجلزون للاجئين والمسجد الأقصى وكنيسة القيامة وقبر جدته التي طلبت أن تدفن في القدس قبل وفاتها، ولعب الكرة، فرق رياضية فلسطينية ويهودية، كما زار بعض الأسواق وتذوق المأكولات الفلسطينية. الأمير ويليام ولي العهد البريطاني المنتظر شاب ومليء بالحيوية والنشاط، ورحلته للقدس توضح رغبته في إيجاد حلا سلميا لأقدم قضية سياسية منذ 120 عاما، وهو عمرا طويلا له قضية لمشكلة سياسية. ولكن لا شك في حاجة لتعاون أطراف النزاع الذين وكأنهم جلسوا بلا حيلة لحل قضيتهم منذ أن تركت بريطانيا فلسطين. إنها فرصة للرئيس الفلسطيني أو أي زعيم عربي مثل ملك الأردن أو السعودية أو المغرب أو الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي بالإعلان عن قبول دعوة الأمير ودعوته هو والرئيس الإسرائيلي لحضور مؤتمر يحيي عملية السلام من جديد بعد أن أوحلها الرئيس الأمريكي دونالد ترامب وزاد غرقها في واحة الجدليات والخلافات وظهور حركات دينية متطرفة غارقة في تفسيرات قديمة لا تقود لحل. الله يرحمك يا الملك الحسن ملك المغرب اللي بدأ المفاوضات مع السادات ومن بعده عرفات مع الإسرائيليين بتخصيص غرفة للقاءات لهم في قصر. لكن الأمير وليم شخصية بريطانية فريدة محبوبة حتى بين الفلسطينيين والإسرائيليين، جاء لنا بقدميه يعرض علينا حلا سلميا لقضيتنا، فهل نقبله كفلسطينيين وكعرب؟ المفروض ندعي. شكرا لكم على استماعكم.
William Arthur Philip Louis, wilt thou have this woman to thy wedded wife, to live together according to God's law in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love her, comfort her, honour and keep her, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other keep thee only unto her, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
Catherine Elizabeth, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband, to live together according to God's law in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love him, comfort him, honour and keep him, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other keep thee only unto him, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
I pronounce that they be man and wife together, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen.